Hello everybody, Raven Knight here, and welcome to this monthly update video. We are leaving the month of September behind and going into the month of October, the spooky month, and I am so excited. October is a month where we get to make some awesome content, we get to explore some fun events in both For Honor and Dead by Daylight and so many other things. There's a lot to be excited about with this month, but I'll be honest with you guys, this month is going to be a little interesting for the channel, and I know there's some questions y'all are probably asking about what's been happening recently, and I'm going to answer all that here. I'm going to try to get this done as quickly as possible, so bear with me. Let's get into the good stuff. Before we start though, I do want to quickly say, if you want to support the channel and allow me to continue creating content for you guys, I do have a few ways for you to look into. I have a Patreon page as well as a Teespring store. Both of those links will be in the description. Would love for you to help support the channel a little bit. I'm planning on doing some more stuff with Patreon in the future, possibly some movie nights that we could do or something like that to try to spice up the Patreon a little bit and make it more worthwhile for those of you who donate. So please keep an eye on that. I'll keep you guys informed on Discord. That's right, I do have a Discord page. If you guys want to join Discord, that link will be in the description as well. Would love to have you along. I'm not as active on Discord as I used to be because I've just got so many things going on right now, but if you ping me in the Discord server, I will notice and I will try to respond to you guys as soon as I possibly can. So would love to have you guys there. Again, those links are in the description. There are two other links in the description to two Instagram pages to two really close friends of mine who do a lot of art for the channel, although they haven't been able to do as much art lately because of some real world issues in their own lives, but their names are Hannah and Jay. They are two really good friends of mine. I'm showing some of their art on the screen right now. Jay has been a friend of mine for a very long time. He is my accountability partner in faith, which means that we're both young Christian men who are trying to walk through faith, and though we have our struggles, we work with each other and talk with each other about them all the time. He's a fantastic comic book artist. He has done actual comic books and devotional books using his art. He and I have collaborated on a lot of really cool ideas and really cool stuff. He is fantastic, and he is taking commissions. That is his livelihood. So go check out his Instagram page and tell him you'd like to commission him. I know he'd be thrilled, and I know he'd do a great job for you. He's not only good, he's fast. So definitely go talk to him and see if he wouldn't be willing to do a commission for you. And then there's Hannah. I've been friends with Hannah even longer than Jay. We are very close friends. We share a lot of similar interests. She's a little crazy, but in all the right ways. We both get along very, very well. She draws me as a girl most of the time because of a joke between the two of us that most of y'all know by now. I won't go into it here, but still, even when she draws me as a girl and when she draws me in silly pictures, it's always for fun, and she always means well by it. We play a lot of games together, and we've also worked on a lot of collabs together. I think she is taking commissions now, so check out her work. Go to her Instagram page and see if you'd be willing to commission her and talk with her about it. I'm sure she'd be willing to talk with you because she's just such a friendly person and very, very outgoing. I know you guys would get along. Both of them, Jay and Hannah, are also in the Discord server, so if you ever want to try to talk to them on Discord, see if you can shout them out. I know Hannah's on there more often than Jay, but still, it's another way to get to know them. Would love to see you guys there. So that's Hannah and Jay. Thank you both so much for all you do for the channel. It means the world to me. Okay, moving on from that, let's talk about what's going on, because I know you guys have some questions and I do want to answer them here. Let me go ahead and start with what has been happening recently as of last month up till now. Some of you have probably noticed I have not released as much long form content, like some of my longer, more thought out, more detailed scripted content. You've probably noticed a lot more short form content, like short little video snippets or shorts or music videos or just gaming segments. You've probably noticed a lot more of that, and there is a reason for it. So a lot has changed in my life. As many of you know, I am very tight on money as of late because of a few bills that have popped up and several other reasons, but money is tight. And I want to thank all of you again who helped me out in the past few months, who've been really good about donating and supporting me. You guys are the best. I really, really, really do appreciate it. It has really helped me out in a big way, and I'm slowly getting things back to normal, but still not out of the woods just yet in that regard. So I've had to really work more in my day-to-day life jobs, like substitute teaching in Longhorns. However, that was another big change last month. Just a couple weeks ago, I left Longhorns officially. I was an assistant manager there for a long time. I worked for them for about 3 years, I think. It's been a good job, and I liked a lot of the people there. But due to some issues I don't want to go into publicly, I finally decided it was time to leave the restaurant and move on with my life. They're still good people. They were still very kind to me, even when I told them the situation. So I have no animosity towards them, but it was time for me to move on, so I'm no longer working for Longhorns. So what am I doing now? You're probably wondering. I am now putting all my effort and energy into getting back into teaching. I'm substitute teaching far more frequently now, which means that I'm going into classrooms, sitting down and working with students again, and hopefully I will have my certificate sometime by next school year so that I can start teaching full-time again, and I'm going to start working to be able to teach overseas again. So teaching teaching is now the forefront of my planning, but as you know, teaching is a very arduous, difficult, and time-consuming job, which means that I am working a lot more to teach and get my teaching stuff underway, which means less time working on videos and content, which is the primary reason why I haven't been able to make much longer form content. I'm putting a lot more time and energy into classroom work than I am into video work, which is the primary reason for that big change. There are other reasons too. I'm working on some projects right now which require a lot of attention, but I can't do on YouTube. They're projects that require real world attention, like stuff with church, with school, and other such things, and I just, you know, it's stuff that's been taking up a lot of my time, so that's why things have been a lot slower with the channel, and I do genuinely apologize for that. But when I do get onto my big long form stuff, I promise I will give it my absolute best. You know what I'm saying? I try to give you guys the best that I can every time, all the time, right? That's what I promise you guys, and that's what I try to deliver. So that is why things have been changing so much. But with all that said, I don't want everything to be doom and gloom, guys. There are some good things to look forward to. With October, we get Halloween stuff, like take For Honor, for example. You know we're going to be getting a Halloween event sometime in the second half of this third season we've got. I've enjoyed the season so far. The Viking theme is really going well. I love the Goodmunder hero skin. In fact, Goodmunder, I got to give him some props. He pulled me out of a big losing streak I've been going through for a while. Yeah, about that, some of you probably noticed I hadn't been playing For Honor quite as much. Well, a couple reasons for that. It's not because I hate For Honor or anything. It's just because Black Myth Wukong and Space Marine 2 came out, and I've been dedicating a lot of time to those two games, and For Honor was getting really frustrating because I was going through a huge losing streak. I think I went 3 or 4 days without a single win. I was getting very PO'd, so I finally said, you know what, I'm going to back off of For Honor for a little bit. When I finally came back to it, Goodmunder pulled me into a very nice win, so I was like, hey, Goodmunder for the win. Absolutely love that. So I'm not upset with For Honor. I'm not upset with how things are going. The season feels great. Still love For Honor. Still love what it's doing. It's been absolutely phenomenal. So I'm really looking forward to whatever this Halloween event is going to be. I'm looking forward to the second half of the season. Just chef's kiss. It's amazing. I love the new Lawbringer rework. I'll talk more about that in another video, I'm sure. I love the changes they've given to Warden's feats and the testing grounds. It's just, it's good. I'm very pleased with where For Honor is. They're doing a really good job right now, and I'm very, very happy with that. Dead by Daylight, of course, I'm going to be doing some content for that when the Halloween event starts up. I've really been enjoying playing Dracula. I've enjoyed the little minor events I've been doing lately, like the random perk build or the Lights Out event. They're not really my taste, but they were kind of entertaining when I tried them out, and I've been enjoying Dead by Daylight a bit. It's been a very fun time, but not a lot to say about that one until the next chapter comes out, but I've enjoyed playing Dracula, enjoyed Trevor Belmont. I've been working on some of my characters and pipping up and stuff, but I've been enjoying it, and that's what matters. That's what's important in gaming. You gotta enjoy it, and I'm really going to enjoy the Halloween event that is on the way, I am sure. And of course, if you're gonna be having a spooky event, it's gotta be for Dead by Daylight. You gotta go with the horror games, am I right? Alright, so with that out of the way, let's talk about some of the other games. Space Marine 2, obviously I've been playing that a lot. I've been having a ball playing that game. I've been playing it almost non-stop. PvP, PvE. I've only been doing the campaign mode and streams with my brother because I want to walk through it with you guys and just have a fun time with it. But the PvE and PvP have been absolutely outstanding. I love the game. It's everything I wanted in a Warhammer game. It just feels incredible. Just really great time. This is a really great game, guys. If you haven't gotten Space Marine 2, definitely look into it. And if you're unfamiliar with Warhammer, I've got some good news for you guys. I am getting very close to 40,000 subscribers. I am only a little over 200 subscribers away from that goal. If we get to 40,000 subscribers before the end of the year, I will reward all of you with a series of 40K related videos, and maybe just adding that as a topic I talk about on this channel, because I know I've got a lot of 40K fans in my audience who may love to hear that kind of stuff. Look, I'm not a lore expert. I'm going to get some stuff wrong, or I may not know all the details about everything, but I'm enough of a fan of it to feel like I can talk about some of it with some degree of authority. So I'm very, very excited to talk about this stuff. I'm very, very interested to share my passion with you guys. It'll be great. And yes, some of you have wondered, hey, are you working on a Warhammer related story? Yes, I am, but let's talk about that a little later, right? We got more stuff to talk about in this update video. Speaking of which, Black Myth Wukong, I've almost beaten the game. It's a very fun game. As you know, I love Journey to the West. It is a fantastic story, and this game, just like the story, is fantastic. I absolutely love playing it. Very fun. It's kind of a mix between Dark Souls-esque and God of War adventure-esque, but I still love it. Very fun game, very challenging game. it can make me rage, but also make me laugh at the same time, and that's always a good sign when it comes to gaming, so definitely enjoyable. And then the other game, Genshin Impact. I've been playing that a lot again lately because of big Natlan expansion. They've got a new Natlan portion coming out in a few days with a new character, and you can bet money, because I will bet money that there is a character I'm definitely going to get when that comes out, a Jaguar Mama that I'm very interested in. That looks awesome. Me and Hannah are already planning on possibly streaming me getting that character and then leveling her up, which is going to be really fun. Hey, if you guys have ever wanted to see me stream Genshin, this may be your opportunity, and Hannah will be with me, so who knows, that could be something we do this coming month. I don't know, we'll see, and I'll let you know as more information becomes available. So, with all that out of the way, here's what I really want to leave you guys with today. I am doing good. I'm doing a lot better than I have been. I will admit, full disclosure, I want to be transparent with you guys. I struggle with depression and PTSD. It is something that I've struggled with for a long time, and I won't lie, with the leaving Longhorns and the struggles financially and going between jobs and subbing all the time and being in a classroom with kids who frankly don't have a lot of respect for substitute teachers, it can be rough. It can be very difficult. And then we also had this hurricane that blew through not too long ago and caused a lot of damage around the county. It's been a lot, guys. It has been a whole lot. None of it you guys need to be worried about. None of it you guys need to feel guilty about. And I'm not begging for anything from you guys. You guys have been a fantastic, wonderful community. I could not ask for better. I've made such wonderful friends from this community and made lasting relationships that I am so blessed to have made. So please understand me when I say that none of what I'm telling you right now is shameful or meant for you guys to, it's not a call to action, it's not asking for anything from you guys. All I'm doing here is telling you, here's what's basically been going on, here's what I've been dealing with, and I want you guys to be aware of it so you know why things happen the way they do. That's all there is to it. So please understand, all the stuff that I've been doing is for you guys. I'm working my way through the problems. We will get through it. If you guys do want to support the channel, again, check the description. There are ways to support. Would love for you guys to do and check that out. So definitely would love to see you guys there. Now, as for writing stuff, I do want to say that I have been writing a lot more. I've been doing a lot more story writing, and I will also say the writing is going to be taking a slight shift as we get closer to Christmas. I'm going to be writing my Christmas story gifts for my friends, because that's what I do. When Christmas rolls around, I write stories for all my friends. That is one of my gifts to them. And so I've got a bunch. I've got one for Hannah, one for Jay, one for Aaron, one for my brother, one for my parents, one for Havok. I've got a few that I got to write, so it will take some time, but I will be focusing on that over the course of the next few days. So that will take up my time a lot as well in terms of creating content, but I will not forget you guys. Anyway, that's all the updates I have for now. So, of course, you know what time it is. It's time to do the jingle.
I've seen unspeakable horrors, and I know pain. It's time for the question of the day.
Now, I want to apologize first and foremost. I didn't ask you guys for a question of the day this time around, but that's partially because I already had a question I wanted to answer. It's a question I get asked constantly ever since Space Marine 2 came out and people learned that I was a fan of Warhammer 40k. I get asked the same question over and over and over and over again, so I want to answer it here. The question is, 1, what is your favorite Space Marine Legion? 2, who is your favorite Primarch? And 3, who is your favorite Chaos Legion or Primarch? So I will answer that here today, and I'll give a brief reason why. So number 1, my favorite Space Marine Legion is the Dark Angels. I love the Dark Angels. They're the absolute best. They're goated. They're incredible. Love them. My favorite Primarch, you can probably guess, is Lionel Johnson. He is the best. He is absolutely goated, incredible, amazing. He is the Lion, and I think that his return to the setting has been absolutely awesome. I think that they are the coolest Space Marine Legion and Primarch out there, and we can discuss it. Don't hate me for it, but that's just the way it is. So I really, really like them. I think they are awesome. Now, if you were to ask me about my favorite Chaos ones, it's hard for me to pick because I'm not a super big fan of Chaos. But if I had to pick my favorite Chaos Primarch, I don't know. It's probably going to have to be a toss-up for me. I do like Magnus because I feel for his situation, but I mean, he did everything wrong. Look, those people who say Magnus did nothing wrong, you're right, he did nothing wrong. He was told to do nothing, and he did it very, very wrong. So that's one aspect to it. But I also kind of like Perturabo just because he's so petty. It's just funny how petty and bitchy he can be. I just think that's really funny and kind of kind of silly the way he acts about certain things. And as for my favorite Chaos group, or Chaos Legion, Astartes, or what have you, probably gonna lean on the World Leaders, just because it's so funny to see how insane they act. Like, they are your stereotypical Marines, you know, just those Marines who just run in screaming, blazing. And there's something kind of nice about that. There's something refreshing about that insanity that you would expect from an Astartes. But that's kind of my answer to that. But we can talk more about Warhammer 40k more in the future when I start doing more videos on them. I'll probably do a video where I rank my favorite legions and primarchs, and including the Chaos ones. I'll talk about other factions as well. I got a few ideas of what I'll do. But anyway, guys, that's all the time I have for you guys. I know this was a little shorter than normal, but I wanted to get as much out of the way as I could. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care.